Hi Year 9, welcome back to online learning. I'm going to do a little video lesson today just to do something different. First of all, I hope you had a lovely half term. I got some well-deserved time off. The weather hasn't been the nicest, but I hope we got to make the best of it wherever you are. And looking at today, so what we did before half term was pick our own topic to explore and research. You had a selection of topics that you could pick from, and some of you created some fantastic topic research pages which really show off your imagination and your creativity, so I was thrilled to see those. What we're going to do today is start to work towards creating our illustration based off these topics. The topic I selected was Save the Rainforest. I picked this because I've seen the new David Attenborough documentary, not so new anymore, but it was a new David Attenborough documentary on Netflix, and it really struck a chord with me, and I wanted to research and do something with this topic a bit because I was very much inspired by David Attenborough. So first thing I did when I was researching, hit the old Google machine and put in what I'm doing, Save the Rainforest. All of these great articles and topics came up with all these wonderful websites. And what I took most from my research, especially looking at current news, was the Amazon rainforest fires and how that's negatively impacting the rainforest, and the critically endangered species of the orangutans. I absolutely adore orangutans. I think they're beautiful. So I wanted to do something in this topic with orangutans and this idea of fire and deforestation. Once I'd finished that research, completed your double research page, you want to start to pick out special motifs of your theme. Now, a motif is a recurring image or this recurring symbol. So my motifs that I was finding was rainforest plants, specifically like the palm trees and the very large fan leaves, the orangutan himself, and this idea of deforestation. I kind of put the motifs of fire and a logger's tool with them. So the images I got, and you want to have a couple of images for yourself today. I've got my orangutan, I've got my deforestation motifs, the chainsaw and a digger, and a little orangutan. Look how cute he is. I love him so much. And then what I really want to focus on, this idea of the Amazon fires that were all over the news not that long ago. So I've got images of my motifs, and now this is your task for today. You want to draw these motifs and get used to these motifs. Now, whenever you're drawing today, there's two things I want you to focus on. The first one is your outline. Now, if you think of Noma Bar's images, they're very simple, they're very flat. They've got a really clear outline of the shape, but not much inside at all. So whenever I was looking at we'll take the orangutan. Whenever I looked at my orangutan, the first outline that really stood out to me was this disc-like shape, this very strong, oblong, circular shape. So I knew I definitely wanted that shape there. And the other outline shape was the fur, the kind of wispy fur that highlights their silhouette. So looking at my orangutan, drawing him, I thought, okay, my silhouette, I'm going to have this disc shape and I'm going to have this fur. The second thing I want you to focus on today is colour. Again, think of Noma Bar's images. They're all flat displays of colour, and there's not a lot of colour choices in his images, 3 to 4. So whenever you're drawing yours, I only want you to use very limited colours. You're going to see now me drawing mine, and you'll notice I start with my basic outline. I get using really basic shapes, simple shapes, and then I build it up from there. And I don't go into much detail because whenever I go on to this, I'm not going to have much detail. And then I add in thick strokes of colour. Again, I don't care about tone. I don't care about shading. That's not what any of this is about. This is about space and shape and line. And that's what I'm really focusing on. This shape, I want to have this colour. This line, I want it to look like this. And your task for today then is to create images of your chosen motifs for the next design step. So in short, today, 3 to 4 drawn images of your chosen motifs. You will find your motifs for your research, and those motifs will go on to create an illustration for a final article. This article could be completely made up. So example, mine's going to be made up. It is about something very real in my research, but I couldn't find a specific article, so I'm just going to make one up in my head. And it'll be looking at how the Amazon rainforest fires affected the orangutan's habitat. Maybe you want to make yours up, or maybe you want to find an article that you found while researching and think, I'm going to make an illustration for this specific article. Either one is completely fine. Have that article you want to do in mind when you pick your motifs, because these motifs are going to symbolize that article. So for my article on how the Amazon rainforest fires affected the orangutan's habitat, I picked fire, the motif of fire. I picked the rainforest, motif of trees and life and green. I picked the orangutan, a motif of an orangutan. Simple as that. And then I added in the extra motifs of the digger and things like that. But as I was drawing, I decided I'm not going to go there. I'm going to stick with those 3 main images. What you'll have at the end of today's lesson are 3 images that focus on outline and colour of 3 motifs from your chosen topic. I can't wait to see what you guys create. Have fun, and I'll see you soon. Bye.